Welcome back. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at two awesome fleeces from Patagonia, the R1 Air and the R2 TechFace. We're going to have a little chat about the feature sets of each and where each one will fit into your layering system. So first up we've got the R1 Air, a really awesome layer for anyone looking for a lightweight fleece option that's going to keep them nice and warm but not be too bulky. It's a perfect layer for anyone looking for an active layer, so something that you're going to wear while you're moving fast, while you're being active. So you don't want to be too warm and get overheated, but it's going to give you a little bit of protection from the elements. We see 100% recycled polyester on the main portion of this jacket, which is going to help wick away moisture thanks to the hollow fibre technology and this zigzag pattern we see across the garment. It's also very breathable, which is going to help regulate your temperature. Feature-wise, we'll start at the top, we'll make our way down. So we've got a really nice slim fit hood. It's very low bulk, so it can go underneath a climbing helmet if you so wish, and it's just a nice elasticated frontage on that. So there's no need to adjust the hood, it fits really nicely, it's quite slimline, and it can go underneath the helmet like I said. Moving down the front, we've got a one-way YKK zipper, so it's really good for ventilation. So you can unzip it halfway if you need to and just let a bit of air through, and then zip it all the way back up if you need a bit of extra protection. Coming down the shoulders, you'll notice that the seam is actually offset from the shoulder itself, and it sits a little bit further back to what you would traditionally think a seam for your shoulder would sit. That's to remove any discomfort that you might get or any rubbing from a stitch line if you're wearing a pack on with this jacket. Moving down, we've got three pockets on this. We've got a very small lapel pocket, ideal for maybe a credit card or an ID, depending on where you're going and what you're doing. And then two slightly larger pockets down on the lower part as well, both zip. These are a bit bigger, they'd be easily able to take a modern smartphone, a wallet, or any snacks you want easy access to on the trail. So make our way down the sleeves, and this is the same for the hem as well. We're met by a really nice quick drying material, which doubles back in on itself to help wick away any moisture and make sure that these don't stay damp. And it's got a little bit of elastication and stretch to make sure you get a nice easy fit. There's no need to adjust the hem or the cuffs while you're out. This fleece comes in at 366 grams, so it's nice and lightweight. It's low bulk, so that means that you can pack it away. It's going to pack down relatively small, but it also means it's not going to be too bulky underneath other layers. So if you needed to put a waterproof jacket on over the top of this, or maybe an insulated jacket, it's not going to affect the fit of that jacket too much. So next up we have the R2 TechFace, which fits somewhere in between a regular fleece, like the one we just looked at, and a soft shell. So giving you a bit more protection and weather resistance when compared to a traditional fleece, but it's still designed to keep you warm and it's not quite as weather resistant as a soft shell. So it's fitting into that little middle ground there, and it can be worn as both a very warm mid layer or a good outer layer in less harsh conditions. So we're seeing a high loft double weave fabric on the inside of this garment, which helps regulate your temperature nicely. It keeps you warm, it means it can be used in a variety of different situations. On the main jacket itself, we've got a very high density outer fabric, which is scuff and abrasion resistant, so it's a more durable outer layer when compared to a traditional fleece, which means it can also be worn as an outer layer like I just mentioned. It's going to shed off light moisture and snow thanks to that DWR coating, and it's also going to be perfect for sliding in under another layer, so if you have to put your hard shell on over the top of this, it will glide over really nicely. Starting at the top of the jacket, we've got a very slimmed down hood like we just saw. There's no adjustment points on this, it's elasticated at the front, so it's designed to fit when you put it on, and the zip comes up nice and high to help get above your chin and keep you nice and warm. This again will fit underneath a helmet. We've got a one-way YKK zip down the main part of the jacket, which you can use for ventilation and makes it easy to take on and off without taking your helmet off if you're climbing. Pockets, we've got a lot of them. We've got 4 pockets on the outside of the jacket, so we've got 2 lapel pockets, which are much bigger than the jacket we just looked at, and easily big enough to carry a wallet, smartphone, or anything you need while you're out on the trail. And they've got 2 lower hand warmer pockets, which are again big enough to carry all the essentials. These lower pockets are designed to not impede your harness, so if you are wearing a pack or a harness, they're designed to be not uncomfortable, so they're not going to rub underneath that harness or the pack's waistband. So we'll move our way down the sleeve now, and at the bottom we're met by a elasticated cuff, so it's nice and easy and quick to get on, and it fits you first time round. There's no need for adjustment, which also means there's no snag risks with these sleeves, which is great for anyone that's looking to use this as a climbing jacket. We've got a similar thing down on the hem, so there's no adjustment points down on the hem. It's an elasticated hem, which helps seal in the warmth and gets a really nice fit every time. This jacket is also in the slim fit, so it comes in a little bit closer to the body. It's a little bit less boxy than some of the other items from Patagonia, but means that there's not loads of excess fabric getting in your way and causing you any issues. The weight of the R2 TechFace is 520 grams, so it's not super heavy by any means, but it is certainly heavier than the R1 Air. As we enter the jacket, we'll see that high loft inner fabric, which is going to help wick away any moisture and sweat, but also be breathable to make sure you can regulate your temperature nicely and not overheat. And then if we go down a little bit further, we're also met by 2 internal pockets. They're elasticated, so you put your hat, gloves, anything like that in there, things you want to keep warm or close to your person, and that is on both sides there. And then finally, but by no means least, we have our adjusted seam lines, which have been moved back just like the R1 Air, so they're not uncomfortable when a rucksack is worn and they don't irritate you underneath your straps. So the R2 TechFace is perfect for anyone looking for a jacket that fills the gap between a more traditional fleece, like we just looked at, and a soft shell. So it's giving you a bit more protection than you would with a standard fleece, but it's giving you that breathability and that warmth that we all know and love from that traditional fleece. So there we have it, 2 really awesome options from Patagonia. If you're looking for something lightweight and packable that's going to give you a little bit of extra warmth when you're out being active and moving around, then the R1 Air is a really nice option for you. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more durable, a little bit warmer, and can handle something a little bit more extreme, then the R2 TechFace is a really good option. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and like always, it really helps if you like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.